Hello, welcome everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today. Welcome to Volume 2, Episode 9 already of the talent show powered by TTEC. I'm your host today, Jennifer Nelson. Every other Thursday at noon Eastern, we focus on TTEC's most valuable asset, its talent, the people behind the scenes who bring the skills, the drive, the life to TTEC. After all, people are at the heart of how we provide the human experience elevated. That being said, you're getting to know us, who the people are behind the scenes here. We want to know a little bit about you guys. Where are you from today? Are you chilling out in South Florida like I am? Are you maybe up visiting family as things are starting to settle in the world? Everybody's getting vaccinated. Maybe some things are opening up. Are you at one of our offices, maybe in Hyderabad, India? We'd love to know where you are. Drop that in the comments and I'll be able to click over here to StreamYard and see where people are chiming in from. Hey, oh my goodness, got the Hyderabad there. Very nice. Hello for everybody in India. It's great to see you. Brazil, Atlanta. Who else do we have? Los Angeles, yay! Hi, Moni. Colombia, Kentucky, very nice. Uruguay, Philippines. I should know. Hi, Kim. Somebody from Colorado, very nice. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. Oh, I see it. Thank you very much to our production team behind the scenes popping up the comments where you guys are from. Oh, somebody from Tennessee and Dublin. I love to see that. I love to see how everybody is in different parts of the world. Well, we have a very exciting show today. Today, we're going to expand the global footprint of this show. We've had guests come in from India, and that's why I keep mentioning it, because we're very excited about that. Today, we're going to meet some of the women, the powerhouses behind TTEC Canada. If you didn't realize, TTEC Canada recently received some significant accolades. After a thorough independent analysis conducted by Great Place to Work Institute Canada, TTEC was certified a great place to work. I mean, everybody's so friendly in Canada. Why wouldn't it be a great place to work? This certification is based on direct feedback from nearly 300 employees provided as part of an extensive and anonymous survey about their workplace experience. I love to see awards that are based on employee actual feedback. So we're going to drop some comments, drop a link in the comments about that press release and about that certification we've gained. And we're also going to share a little video from one of our Canadian employees that talks more about this award.
TTEC being certified as the best place to work on a national level makes me proud. And who doesn't like being proud? To be recognized as a great work environment, to me, means that as a whole, we have been able to share our purpose, which is to deliver humanity to business. It means that we have been able to build that culture of trust where our coworkers can confidently say that they will be treated with fairness. They have been treated, with fairness, respect, and honesty, and of course, most of all, equality.
Thank you, Jessica. I really appreciate your feedback. It's always great to hear from somebody that is on the ground and has some great experience with TTEC in Canada. And along those lines, we have two, as I said, women powerhouses that are integral to the operations in Canada. First, we have Miss Savita Jones. She started at TTEC back in October of 2020, and she's the Vice President of Canadian Operations. She represents 15 plus years of leadership in the industry, supporting a wide variety of clients and verticals in Canada, the US, Mexico, and including the functions of telecom, entertainment, fitness, and government. What a resume already. I can't wait to hear more from her. Niki Palmer is our other guest today. She's been with TTEC since 2016. She rose to the Director of Operations in February of 2020. Love to see so many promotions and movement of women at TTEC in 2020. Her experience spans across various geographies and functions, just like Savita. From North America to South America and across the Atlantic to Europe, she's supported inbound and outbound sales, care, and technical support services. So we're going to welcome both Savita and Niki on to the show now. There you are. Yay!
Hi, Jen. How are you?
Doing super well. Thank you so much, ladies, for
Awesome.
joining us. Oh, it's been a mouthful already talking about Canada. Getting excited. I'm so happy.
My resume is telling my age, Jen.
I don't think so. I mean, we see your beautiful face here today. It's not saying anything. I'm going to start it out with Savita, and I would love if you would share more about your role here at TTEC, because I just talked about a little bit of everything, and a little bit more about why TTEC is certified that great place to work in Canada.
Yeah, I mean, I started TTEC about 6 months ago, back in October, and I will tell you, it was probably one of the best moves I've made in my career. And it makes sense, really, why we were recognized as a great place to work, and something that I saw within TTEC from the day I started. I always think back, there isn't a pre-packaged formula for achieving success. And one of the things that I heard Ken talked about was a CEO's job is to create a nurturing environment for people and tie that back into great place to work. We have such a great environment that have passionate people. And the passion is really talks a lot about TTEC culture. And when you think about it, the human experience in TTEC is the heartbeat of TTEC. And that's who we are. And it only made sense to me why we would have been recognized. So I'm not surprised that we were recognized as a great place to work, because it's been in our DNA for years, right? And it started with Ken all the way down of us fostering and nurturing our people, right? And making it the human experience first. And then when you think through, all of it, we are, including our front lines, we are value creators. We're value creators in our village, and TTEC is a village. We're a family, and we've created that bond where we think about a great place to work, and we have this village of passionate people that are getting up every day, that are treated and are value creators of our company. It makes a big difference, right? So when you think through it all, we are who we are today because of the years that we have worked on ensuring that it's about the human experience. It's about the passion. It's about how our people are viewed and how they're treated in TTEC. And you can't ask for anything more. And it's not something that you can package up. It has to be in your DNA. And we've had it. And being recognized, as a great place to work was just a check on our list saying, we're doing it right. And we're going to continue doing it right. And every year we're going to get, and every day we're going to get better at it. So from here onwards, it's upwards and onwards of us doing greater things for our people, but our people being the drivers of that value creator that are bringing those wow moments to us and bringing the wow moments to our clients, right? So I will tell you, it's just a matter of what we have done for years, that we're being recognized for it. And I am honored to be part of this team that really has drove the passion in our village and have created wow moments for us every day, that they're recognized, and they're value contributors. And you can't ask for anything more when I'm looking at our front line and saying, we want your ideas, we want your innovative solutions, because that's who we are. And, so our employees don't walk in today and think they're just, taking a phone call or, sitting at a PC. They're constantly contributing to our success because it's their success, right? So I would say that, overall, Jen, we have such a passionate employee that great place to work only validated what we have been doing for years.
I love that. And not only validating what we've been doing as an organization, but like you said, from the leadership down. And it's always amazing to hear that the support starts at the top and is emulated and validated in the with the employees and out in the community. Thank you for sharing that. Niki, I would love, and I made a little brief introduction about you as well, and I know there's so much more, especially since you've been with TTEC for a number of years now. We've talked a lot on the Talent Show about value, and Savita just added to it. TTEC, specifically the value that TTEC places on career development. And you've had quite the journey yourself here at TTEC. Would you share a little more about your journey here and why career development is so important?
So thanks for asking that, Jen. I think that's a great question. So career development, I think, is one of the most important things that we focus on today. So I know for myself, I really got to develop and was encouraged to grow throughout the organization. Currently, I've been in the director role now for the last year, and now I think my passion has really been ensuring that my team is also following those steps with the career development. So why I think it's important, and a couple pieces to this, is that it allows our team members to work towards their goals. So they can set their goals and tell us, where they're interested in going. Like maybe it's operations, maybe it's workforce, maybe it's training, and we can direct them to where they want to go. And we can help them with their personal and their professional goals. TTEC as an organization, provides support. We support the training piece. We do mentorship programs. There's so many different programs on different levels out there, and different engagement from different departments to support that personal growth and the professional development. And I think that this development also allows, on the second side of it, for our business leaders like myself to recognize and support opportunities within our teams. So, when we recognize that there's talent out there and it's tapping into our talent, back to kind of what Savita was saying before, there's in the Canadian organization, there's so much talent. It's really bringing it forward and ensuring that we're giving them the tools to equip them to do their jobs every day and help drive the business. And then I think that just on the last note, for me, there's nothing more rewarding than seeing your team progress and see them get to where they want to be and achieving those goals along the line.
I love that. And because this leads right into a question we're going to ask the audience, and I may prompt you with another question really quick, Niki. So what is important to you, everybody who's out there in the audience across the globe? What's important to you in career development? Is training important? Is your leadership important? Is the support you receive from a family-like organization? What's important to you? I know, Niki, in our pre-live discussion that you had a lot of fun stories to share. And I think you had a very specific story about somebody that you've worked with or who has worked for you. I wondered if you'd share that in their career development.
Sure. I think actually, Jen, there's not just one story. I think that there's several stories. So
we only have time for one.
Okay. Got it. So I think that I've had the opportunity to work with several people throughout my time at TTEC specifically, and the organization, like I said, has allowed that growth. So I've seen someone come in as an agent, so they're taking calls and kind of learning the business and learning that specific campaign. And this particular individual grew into the next level, which was a lead, or like an assistant team lead role, essentially, and then did the next step to a team leader, and has now gone across a couple different campaigns to support launches. So really, this individual is looking at the next step. So that'll be operational move and like an operations manager. And I'm so excited to see his growth, because I've seen in every step just that growth, the interaction that he has with his team members and his peers and the client, and the way that he reacts to situations is just incredible. It's amazing to see. So it's true. I don't know how to finish it, but yeah.
No, that's great. I mean, because it's so rewarding from everybody's perspective. It's not just the employer that's growing up throughout an organization and learning and developing, but as a supervisor or a peer, it's always amazing to help other people up and see them go up.
Right.
And this leads perfectly into my next question for Savita, because we're talking about career development. We've almost even morphed into culture, because I think that has a big role in your development and your overall happiness at an organization. So Savita, if culture is at the cornerstone, which I think we all believe, of a great place to work, would you share more with us about Culture CX at TTEC?
Sure. And it goes back when I think about it in this way, Jen. We have over 106 sites, locations. We've got over 50,000 employees. It means that we have to be socially responsible, right? And Culture CX plays a significant part in how we treat our village and what we do from a social responsibility perspective in Culture CX, right? And when I think through about TTEC in general, what we have done from a responsibility perspective, we have invested over $4 million, right, in various educations. We've also granted over 515 grants over the years. I mean, those are significant for what we do, from a social responsibility perspective. In Canada alone, it is so critical to us that we are giving back, right? And we are infusing, what we do as an organization, how we want to stand ourselves up, and how we're viewed in our communities, because it is so important to us, not only bringing jobs into, the Canadian market, but it is equally important that we are socially responsible to our communities and our business partners. When we do charitable events for love, we're also working with the Sun Youth charity communities, ensuring that the young ones are being developed and getting the proper education that they need, so, they can be successful, right? So we do a significant amount of volunteer charity work for not just, just our communities, but across Canada. The other piece that I want to highlight, is we just partnered with Community Caring Box. And this is also an organization that all their products are, being served from the small businesses. And we know we have got to support our small businesses, given the fact that what we're going through right now. COVID has, really exhausted, and hit the small business community. So we want to ensure that we are supporting them as well. And how do we do that is by partnering with some of these, charity folks that are, really focused in a small business. So I'm really proud of just what we are doing from a Culture CX perspective and what we stand for as an organization and TTEC Canada. And us giving back into our organization and the charities and back into our own people, has truly made a difference. And again, I think it all ties back into Great Place to Work, why we are well-rounded in not just one area. And it's not just about what we do, it's about what we do for our clients, how passionate we are about our clients. It's what we do for our communities and why we're so passionate about it. And then, the value creators, which is our people, right? And the passionate people. You take that and you round it up, it really dictates who we are at, in TTEC and just our culture as a whole.
Yeah. And, I love to hear the well-roundedness. I love to hear that the best stereotype about Canadians is just reinforced by the community service. How very nice everybody. People. Yeah, just nice people. I'd love to see that culture is expanding and is nurtured up at TTEC Canada. So we are getting very, very close to the time of our show, and I'm having such a problem like reining it in. I want to talk about this. Canada makes me happy, and there's such great opportunities there. But before we close the show, Niki, I would love to learn a little bit more, expanding on not only culture, but career development and moving into diversity and inclusion. And, events or what things are going on in TTEC Canada that, you know, leads up to that great place to work that includes diversity and inclusion?
Sure. Thanks again, Jen. So I think for the diversity and inclusion, one thing that I can add to this is that what we've done in TTEC Canada is we've embraced our TTEC vision overall as a company, but then we've also added in that Canadian culture and really gone back to our team members and ask them, like, what drives them? What do they want to see? What organizations do they want to be part of? What communities do they want us to assist with? And really kind of are digging in there to see where we can assist. For our Canadian culture is a very multicultural, team, and really we're trying to base a lot of our awareness and events around that to make sure that we're targeting, what's interesting to our people. And I think that, Savita touched on the value creators. I think that that's a huge role. Also ambassadors. So we've asked for, frontline ambassadors to really take part in this team and driving these events forward and engaging them from at every level to make sure that we're having everyone engaged, involved, and celebrating any of these successes and any of the events that we're kind of doing. What I will plug in here is that we are doing our Women in Leadership Canadian launch officially on May 14th.
I cannot wait to learn more about it, to see what the powerful women in leadership do up in Canada. That's a very exciting event, so stay tuned for that. TTEC here, TTEC Canada, for May 14th with the Women in Leadership launch, and so happy to see that expand. Ladies, I appreciate your time so much. I've learned so much.
Jen, we really appreciate your time as well.
Yeah. So we will see you hopefully visiting in Canada. If not, your beautiful faces out there showcasing the amazing things that make Canada a great place to work. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much.
All right, we have one more part to this show, and I am on a time limit. Let's go over to the hot jobs that we're going to talk about today. And that always starts at ttecjobs.com. Today, we're going to look at Canada. No surprise there. You have a couple ways that you can search. I normally just go through maybe a keyword like customer service or remote work, but always putting in Canada. Today, for this, we're going to highlight two roles, which are our customer service representative, work from home Canada. And I like to point out that this is our very, very popular, very critical role that we have at TTEC, but it's available in a certain number of provinces in Canada, including British Columbia, Manitoba, New Brunswick, Newfoundland, and Labrador, Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, Quebec, and Saskatchewan. I'm getting a whole mouthful of amazing places in Canada. Take a look at this one. If you have a little bit more language behind you, we have another role that is the bilingual customer service representative, Portuguese English, which has a very unique population in a couple different provinces in Canada. But this is also offered all the places that I mentioned before, and also Ontario. So please take a look if you're interested in a work from home position in Canada. Many of the 1,200 to 1,400 people that they are hiring this year in Canada are going to be supporting these roles, and look for more. I want to thank everybody, absolutely everybody behind the scenes that has made this possible, from people that help me with meetings to people behind the scenes, Dora and Deanna, that helped me. Also to our guests, Savita and Niki. Thank you so much for being here with us today. We'll see you in 2 weeks on May 13th. Bye now.